to the class. I'm Anne, your Thick Thick Girly, and I'll be your instructor for this video. So, if you've been tuning into our earlier episode, Sex Toys 101, you've probably noticed we're focusing more on female sex toys. But today, we're switching things up. In this video, we'll learn about prostate massagers, covering everything from what they look like to tips on using them effectively. But before we jump into our first lesson, I want to warmly welcome all our new viewers. If you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button. Not only will you stay in the loop with our latest videos, but you also help us in our mission to break down taboos surrounding sex and pleasure. Let's begin! Lesson 1. What is a prostate gland? Before we talk about the prostate massager, let's take a moment to shine a spotlight on the prostate gland itself. Believe it or not, many people aren't fully aware of this organ's incredible benefits. So let's have a quick refresher. The prostate gland, also referred to as the P-spot, is a small and rubbery organ located right under the bladder. It can only be found in cisgender men or assigned males at birth. Here's a visual aid to give you a better idea of where it's situated. The main purpose of the prostate gland is to produce a fluid that serves as a nourishing and transport medium for sperm, also known as a seminal fluid. It ensures that the sperm have the best possible chance for reaching the egg and fulfilling their reproductive duties. But beyond its main function, the prostate gland is also known to deliver intense orgasms. It all started in the 19th century. Prostate massages are used to treat prostatitis or the inflammation of the prostate gland. It involves a medical professional inserting their fingers into the patient's anus and massaging the prostate gland until the inflammation subsides. Initially, it seemed promising, but its effectiveness was questioned as time went on. Fast forward to the 1960s, and antibiotics became the primary treatment for prostatitis. During this period, prostate massages are still being used, but only as a complementary therapy alongside with the antibiotics. Even though it stopped being a medical treatment, prostate massages didn't lose its appeal. It became a sexual activity instead. More and more people have discovered how amazing it feels. They even nicknamed the prostate gland the male G-spot because of its compatibility to deliver mind-blowing pleasure. Now, if you want to feel the prostate gland yourself, you can do that in two ways. The first method involves your anus. To do this, you'll need to apply personal lubricant to your middle or index finger. Then, gently insert your finger into the anus. Make sure your hands is thoroughly sanitized and your fingernails are trimmed before doing this step. You can also wear rubber gloves for further protection. Once the first knuckle of your finger has been inserted, stop. Avoid pushing further. Gently curl your fingers but don't fully bend your knuckles. Just adjust the angle of your entire finger so it's pointed in the right direction. At this point, you may feel a subtle bump. Make a calm hitter motion. Here is a quick demo for those unfamiliar with it. It's like a signal you use when calling somebody. Now, if you're touching the right spot, you should feel a soft and slightly rubbery bulge, as well as a sudden urge to pee. Moving on to the second method, you can indirectly feel your prostate gland by touching your perineum, also known as the taint. This is a small patch of skin situated between your anus and penis. To do this, place your finger on the part of the perineum closest to your anus and apply gentle pressure. While directly accessing your prostate gland through your anus is a more intimate approach. Stimulating it indirectly through the perineum can be a great starting point, especially if you're not ready for anal penetration. Once you've located your prostate gland, you can begin stimulating it with your fingers to achieve prostate orgasm. Many individuals reports that prostate orgasm can be even more intense than penile orgasms, sending waves of pleasure throughout the entire body. Lesson number 2. What is a prostate massager? Your finger can definitely get the job done when it comes to stimulating your prostate gland. But if you're looking for a quicker and easier to do it, you should try a prostate massager. Here's what a prostate massager looks like. The prostate massager has a slim and curved shaft that gradually widens towards the base. The flared base serves a dual purpose. It facilitates easy removal and prevents over-insertion. Some model comes with an adjustable or bendable shaft, allowing for precise stimulation of prostate gland. Most prostate massager are made with silicone since they are soft and flexible. But you can also see some models made with glass and stainless steel. Now, a prostate massager stimulates the prostate gland through deep vibrations. It might also include additional features like a rotating tip or warming function to enhance the experience. Wanna know why investing in a prostate massager is worth it? Let's find out in the next lesson. Lesson number 3. Benefits of using prostate massager. There are 3 main benefits of using prostate massagers. Benefit number 1. You'll get to experience prostate orgasm quicker and easier than ever before. As I mentioned earlier, the prostate orgasm reported to be more intense and pleasurable than penile stimulation. So it's a no surprise that some of you might want to experience that. But if you're not comfortable using your fingers, a prostate massager can make things easier and more comfortable. Just insert the toy shaft, turn on the vibration, and let the massager do the job. However, it's crucial to locate the P-spot with your fingers first. Diving straight into using a prostate massager without prior experience can be overwhelming. Take your time and familiarize yourself with the sensations. No need to rush. Benefit number 2. They are portable and discreet, making them convenient to bring along. Unlike other male sex toys like masturbators, flashlights, and anal dildos, prostate massagers are compact and don't take up much space. You can easily store them on your bedside table or toss them in your carry-on if you're always on the go. Plus, they have a discreet design. They are not modeled after genitals, so they won't draw attention. In fact, they can easily pass off as a portable exercise equipment or cosmetic devices. And hey, even if someone does recognize them, there's no need to be embarrassed. Sex toys are just wellness devices after all. As long as you're traveling to a destination where sex toys aren't prohibited, you're good to go. And finally, benefit number 3. It empowers penis owners to explore pleasure through love toys. Sex toys are often seen as something only women use, and some men might feel embarrassed or judged for using them. But here's the truth. There's no shame in exploring different ways to experience pleasure. While sex is amazing, solo play can be just as enjoyable and satisfying. It's all about finding what works best for you and your body. Prostate massagers, for instance, offer a fantastic opportunity to explore new sensations and enjoy intense orgasms. That said, don't let outdated stereotypes stop you from giving yourself a satisfaction you deserve. Lesson number 4. How to use a prostate massager. After highlighting some of the benefits of using prostate massagers, let's dive into the steps for using these sex toys. While prostate massagers are generally straightforward to use, you may need some adjustments, especially if you're trying it for the first time. But don't worry, I'll guide you through each step of the process. Before we get started, please make sure that your hands are sanitized, your prostate massager is cleaned and charged, and your water-based lubricant is within the reach. Step number 1. Get into a comfortable position. You can try lying down on your side with your knees drawn up to your chest. Or you can get on all fours and lower your upper body downward, similar to the receiver's position in doggy style. Step number 2. Take your prostate massager and apply lubricant to the shaft. Remember to use water-based lubricant only if your toy is made of silicone. Silicone-based lubricants can damage the toy's surface, and oil-based lubes aren't suitable for penetration. If the toy is made of another material, I recommend silicone-based lubricant for their thicker consistency, which means less need for reapplication. Step number 3. Gently insert your prostate massager into your anus, ensuring that the tip is directed towards your penis or belly button. If the prostate massager has another vibrating pad on its base, it should be positioned on your perineum. Adjust the tip if needed. Step number 4. Turn on the device. Depending on the model, you can turn on the toy through an included remote, your smartphone via an app, or by clicking the power button at its base. Each toy may have different controls, so check the manual beforehand to understand how to navigate the device's features. Once the massager does its job, you don't need to move it around or do anything fancy. Just let it do its thing and enjoy the sensations until you reach that sweet climax. Step number 5. Clean the toy after use. After enjoying the session, gently remove the prostate massager from your anus. Clean it with water and a gentle cleanser, then spray it with sex toy cleaner. Wipe it with a towel and allow it to air dry for a few minutes before storing it in a satin or velvet pouch. Time for a break! For those of you interested in getting your hands on a prostate massager, stay tuned. I'll be showcasing some of the best toys on the market. Check out our website for more details, including other prostate massagers not featured in this section. Like what you're seeing, you can find all these fantastic prostate massagers on our website. Check out the description box below for more details. Recess is over and it's time for our next lesson. Lesson number 5. Tips on using a prostate massager. So, now that you're armed with the initial steps, let's take your prostate play experience to the next level. Here are 4 important tips to maximize your enjoyment with your love toy. Tip number 1. When it comes to ordering your prostate massager, choose a reputable sex toy store. While online shopping made it easier for people to explore pleasure without fear, it has also paved the way from some shady companies to sell low-quality toys at inflated prices, passing them off as affordable. To avoid getting duped, stick on a reputable sex toy stores. Look for reviews, check their social media presence, or visit their physical store if possible. Quality matters especially when it comes to the toys inserted into your body. Reputable stores prioritize safety and quality, often testing and reviewing products before stocking them. They also adhere to strict standards, ensuring customers get their money's worth. Tip number 2. Make sure you relax when inserting the massager. Tension your body, especially in the anus, can make the insertion more difficult. I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're new to anal play. But there are ways to help ease those nerves. Take some time to warm up your body and relax. Explore and increase arousal without reaching the climax. You can also try listening to audio erotica or practicing breathing exercises. Let go of all the mental distraction and focus on sensual session. When inserting the toy, take your time. There's no need to rush. Allow your body to adjust and ease into it. Tip number 3. Take it easy with your first attempts. Just like with anything new, mastering the use of prostate massagers may require a bit of practice, trial and error, and necessary adjustments. If you encounter minor mishaps, don't stress it. laugh it off, and try again. You don't have to be a master on your first try. One of the enjoyable aspects of using sex toys is discovering new sensations and exploring each unique feature or mode that the toy has to offer. So relax and enjoy the experience. Everything will fall into place. And last but certainly not least, tip number 4. Don't be afraid to experiment and upgrade. Once you've mastered the basics of using prostate massager and feel comfortable with it, let your imagination run wild. Try different positions, incorporate other toys, invite your partner to join the fun, or explore whatever piques your interest. There is a whole world of possibilities with prostate massagers. I also recommend starting with a simple model and gradually upgrading to more advanced options as you become more experienced. This approach is not only economical but also allows you to truly gauge your interest in prostate massagers. If you find they're not for you, you haven't invested too much. But if you discover that you love them, you can easily upgrade to higher price models with more features. Lesson number 6. Who would love prostate massagers? And now we're on to our final lesson. Are you enjoying the content so far? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Okay, so for our last lesson, let's quickly discuss what personalities would enjoy this toy. The people who would fully enjoy this toy are those who have prostate glands and are willing to try out anal play. If you're certain this isn't your thing, that's okay too. We have our own sexual preferences and there's no need to force yourself into something you're not interested in. Don't feel pressured to try prostate play just because it's said to give intense orgasms or because it's a hot trend in the sexual wellness space. Only dive in if it genuinely intrigues you. But for those curious and eager to try, treat yourself to one today. Find something within your budget range. And once you've got the toy, let yourself go and enjoy the experience. And that concludes our lesson for today. I hope you've learned a lot about using prostate massager. We have plenty of other sex toys one-on-one sessions available for you to explore. Click our channel icon for more of these guides. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get updated for the latest content. Once again, I'm Anne, your Thick Girly and your Love It lecturer for today. Thanks for tuning in and see you in the next video. Class dismissed! Love, love mga lovies!